Today on Divorce Court.
I'm here today because I want to be able to trust Bianca.
I need the judge to address our insecurities and our financial problems.
Some of the issues I need to address today would be her phone ringing. She say Facebook is not the phone, but it's the phone.
Billy doesn't trust me because he thinks I'm cheating and I'm sneaky.
Bianca, she lost respect for me after I lost my job.
Divorce Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Billy Efford and Bianca Robinson. The two of you have been together for 3 years. You are here on or before your vows. You love each other. You want to be with each other, but you're having difficulties, and you're not quite sure whether or not you should marry, so you've come to me for my considered opinion, which I will give at the end of this matter. I'm going to start with you, Ms. Robinson. Why don't you tell me, it started out great, but didn't last long. Tell me about that.
Well, because he has insecurities and he thinks I'm cheating all the time. So that becomes the argument.
How long was it good?
It was good for like 2.5 years, maybe.
Well, that's not bad. What happened to change him?
Well, I don't know. I guess my phone ringing and late night calls, but like I tell him, you know, people are gonna do what they wanna do. I can't control people calling my phone or calling me on Facebook.
Who's calling you late at night?
Well, nobody now. In the beginning, people were still calling because they wasn't sure, I guess, we were gonna be together. So they were still calling, but now nobody calls or anything like that, and he still has his insecurities.
Okay.
Like, he won't trust me at all.
Okay. Well, Mr. Efford, what is the one thing that's going on that makes you not trust her? The major thing.
Yeah, it's exactly that, you know, people be calling. We in the bed, 2 in the morning, someone calling, she wake up, it's like, hey, and you know, yeah, I'm sleeping, okay, bye, hurrying up, like,
But that was in the beginning.
our sleep.
Does that happen still?
No, not really.
Not really? How long ago did it stop? How long ago did it stop?
About a year.
A year ago.
Yeah,
Since then, anything other than the phone ringing a lot in the beginning?
No, not really, no. I didn't catch her doing much. I just, you know, I got my little insecurities with people calling, and I believe she talked to them when she's not with me.
Oh, you believe she's still talking to him? They just stopped calling at night now.
Yeah, well, we both 2-3 years in, so ain't no one calling me no more.
Right, so why they calling her?
Right.
What makes you think they're calling her when you're not around?
I don't know. She probably giving them that hope she gonna drop me off.
That's what I'm saying.
But you have to have a reason.
They must believe that we're not gonna be together.
No, not their reason. Your reason to believe she's still getting phone calls. Have you seen messages?
Yeah, I slip up and grab her phone and.
What's the worst message you've seen?
Well, the worst one I seen, I ain't got one, I guess. I ain't got one. It's always a what's up.
Messages from people. They hi and bye me, or how you doing, or how y'all doing, but I don't respond. So how can you get upset with me for people texting or calling me and I'm not responding?
Now, you're just really popular? I mean, is it people bringing your phone all the time? And if they are, who are they?
Friends, old
Exes.
flings.
Old flings,
Yes.
exes?
Yes.
Now, do you say, look, man, I got a man, quit
Yeah,
it?
they know I have a boyfriend. They know I have a man.
No, I didn't ask what they knew. I asked, what do you say to them? I got a boyfriend, quit it. Don't call no more. Bothers him, can't have it.
I tell them I have a man, and then I just quit answering, quit responding. I never really told them, like, to quit calling, because once I tell you I have a man, that should be, you should just stop.
But the fact that it hasn't stopped it means that isn't sufficient. You can't continue to do what you believe ought to work in the face of the fact that it isn't working. Do you see what I'm telling you?
Yes.
Yeah, you got me on there? Now, he wants you, I understand, given the volume of calls that you get, to always answer on speakerphone. Is that true?
Yes.
Now, Mr. Efford, is that something you really want to happen?
Yeah, I don't mind. I started it.
You started it?
Yep. I
You
started answering
answer all yours on speakerphone?
Yep, so she could see that I didn't have nothing to hide.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any problem with doing that?
Kinda, sorta.
Why?
Because why I gotta
She got something to hide.
No, I don't. Because why I gotta answer what if it's a very important family matter or something? I gotta
together.
answer.
Everything
Yeah.
that's her problem should be both our problem.
Mr. Efford, I read a story in here that blew my mind about the man at 2 a.m. Please tell me that story.
We went to bed, and 2 o'clock came. It was like 2. Her house was real dark, you know. All I heard in the shadows was, "Oh, this is why you ain't answering the phone." "Who is that? Hey, how you doing?" "Who is you?" "This my boo. This my bae." "Oh, okay." I stepped aside and let them have words. It wasn't no big problem. They had their words.
How did he get in the house at 2 o'clock in the morning?
I don't know. That's what I asked her.
How did he get in the house at 2 o'clock in the morning?
And he had his buddy with him.
And he had somebody with him? Is that true?
Yes, but that's not. Like, he was in the midst of grabbing his things. In the midst of him grabbing his things as we was breaking up, he gave me a key. Now, I don't know if it was the real key or the spare key or whatever, but he still had a key.
Uh-huh.
And I explained that to you when it happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? I asked him, how did you get in here?
I grant she fixed it.
She fixed
And I
it?
changed my locks the next day.
Right.
So if I wasn't going to be serious with him or if I was going to cheat, well, I could have stayed with him. I could have told you to leave and let him stay.
The longer you're together, the more insecure you seem to get. That's what I'm hearing. Is that right?
Yes.
She still get those phone calls.
Now, Ms. Robinson, look, give me a second here. Clear your mind. Are you just dibbling, dabbling, and flirting a little bit, and you enjoy the attention when guys are hitting you up, and you're just kind of allowing that to happen? You're not cheating, but you're just goofing around.
At first, yes. But now that we 3 years in and you're staying with me and we're trying to do bigger and better things, I'm serious.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he need to realize. I'm serious. Like, there's nobody else. I'm not talking to nobody else. I don't even conversate with men.
Okay.
She say that,
in a moment, I'm gonna let you think about it. In a moment, I'm gonna let you ask her exactly what it is you need her to do to make you feel better about your place in her heart.
They be calling and saying little things like, you know, they be checking up on her, basically. But it's under a woman's profile.
Do you know for a fact that they're men? Maybe they are women saying,
hey,
hey,
she told me herself. Personally, like, yeah, that's such and such.
So, Mr. Efford, what does she need to do to calm your spirit?
Well, I would love for her to delete Facebook completely. But I know she can't, because she got a lot of family on there and friends, so I just got to put it in my mind where I have to be able to trust her better with it, I guess.
Do you still want her to answer the phone on speaker?
Well, that wasn't never, you know, I didn't make her do that. I just started doing that myself for her.
Right.
And then she started playing along with me doing it too. But then she got to a point where she started not doing it, like, and that felt tricky to me. Like,
right.
All right, we've been doing it together, and now all of a sudden she answering them solo and, you know, walking off talking.
Did that happen?
Maybe once. I don't know.
I got to tell you, my man and I, you know, I try to get him to answer my phone because I just don't want to pick it up. And he won't do it. I don't care who you're talking to. I don't, you know, this, that, the other. Why don't you do it for a while? See what happens.
Right. He answers my phone. He has that opportunity. I leave my phone with him and everything.
Are you able to answer the phone? And did some dude ever be on the line and said, who is this, or anything like that?
No.
So it's just her connection to the phone. That's the big bugaboo in the back of your head.
It's Facebook. It's not the phone. It's
Facebook.
Yes.
What has he seen on social media that bothers him?
People commenting on my pictures.
They got fake profiles under women's names.
Men have fake profiles under women's names,
speaking
hollering at her. What
Right.
kind of things are they saying?
Oh, they congratulating her, but I know who it is. I know who the peoples are.
Congratulating her on what?
Yeah, they be being funny. Oh, yeah, y'all have safe travels, be fun, and they be being funny.
I would tell Nick, have safe travels, have fun.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I would do
I don't
that.
know, it feel honorary. They be calling and saying little things like, you know, they be checking up on her, basically. But it's under a woman's profile.
do you know for a fact that they're men? Maybe they are women
Yeah,
saying,
she
hey,
told
Trey.
me herself, personally, like, yeah, that's such and such. I don't know why he calling me.
So
with
if I'm
this
telling you
profile.
about it.
She did, she told me.
Then what is
Yeah, so
the
what are you
problem?
afraid of?
I don't know. I don't.
Me.
Is there a particular dude that causes you concern?
Yep, it's an ex.
Uh-huh.
And I know she had feelings for him, so.
Now, why do you know that?
He told me when he was in the room in the dark with us. He told me that was his lady.
Do you still have connections with an ex that he finds disconcerting?
No, the last time I talked to him was maybe the beginning of the summer.
Do you have a baby daddy?
Yes.
Do you talk to him?
No.
Does she talk to him?
I talked to him.
No, he always calling though. He call a lot every day. She say she ain't been with him in 5 years.
If they got a child together, every day is the order of the day. He should be calling every day. You got kids with other women, do you call them?
I got kids with one woman.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you call her?
Nope. Not like that. I speak with my kids, but I don't deal with her.
Yeah, but I'm trying to help you out here. I'm not getting anywhere. I usually do a little better, but there's one thing, okay, you believe he's cheating on you. So that's the next thing I'm gonna talk about. Why don't you trust him?
So one day I was at work and I texted him from a different number that I was playing somebody else, pretending to be somebody else. And he fell for the bait.
Why do you think he's cheating?
Because I done went through his Facebook messages and seen him reaching out to females and stuff like that. So one day I was at work and I texted him from a different number that I was playing somebody else, pretending to be somebody else. And he fell for the bait. He was still trying. He told me who I was. He was, telling her. She asked him about his relationship and he was like, it's cool. So when he found out it was me.
When you say it's cool, how's your relationship with your man? It's cool.
That's what I said.
You have no tone on
It's a
Facebook.
text.
But when
there's context
Exactly.
with it. It's cool.
It's cool.
I don't
It
like the
was.
way he answered it. He
She
could have
just-
answered it better than that.
Okay, I agree.
So
He should have said, it is fantastic.
Yeah. I
Right, if
understand.
you knew it was
was.
me, you knew. Okay, so I'm texting you as somebody else. You're telling me who I am or who you want it to be. And then if you knew in your heart that it was me, why would you give me that answer? Why would you give me that response?
She started
Y'all
hitting.
making me crazy over here. Like I done lost my mind. And and I'm gonna talk about how I read your compatibility tests, and I wanna tell you something. Everything you said in there, it was a function of fear. I asked you, this is what I want from my intended spouse. I'm asking a question about, what do you want from a spouse? How do you want it? What do you need from her? She said, just to be faithful to me. That's it.
That's me too.
But that's what you said. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is you're basing your whole thing is all I want to be is sure she's faithful. That means you're loving from a place of fear. Yeah. You know what I mean? If someone asks, what do I want from a spouse? I would say love, companionship, support, time. You said, just don't make me scared. Just don't be unfaithful to me.
She give me good companionship. We be good together. Like we've been inseparable since.
It's just the insecurity.
But you're hyper-focused on stuff that isn't happening on either side.
No, I don't know what she do when she go to work. She probably be talking to them dudes,
That's your mind working
They be
against
calling,
you.
and when, she keep her phone on vibrate.
No, I don't. My phone, how my phone on vibrate and you have my phone most of the time?
I don't have it most
Any
of the
other
time.
issues other than
She'll
that?
come
Is this
home
the
and get-
sole thing standing between you and happily ever after? Is there something else going on? You got money trouble?
Yeah, ever since I lost my job, she been kind of iffy with me.
How long ago did you lose your job?
It's been about 4 months, 5 months.
4 or 5 months?
My main job, I have another
When you
job.
say he's been iffy, she's been iffy, what do you mean?
I ain't been the man that I was when she first met me, so.
Does she say that to you?
No, but you can tell.
How? What is she doing differently?
She take 3 hours to cook a 20-minute dinner.
So she's slowing down her cooking to tell you that you're not quite the man you used to be? Is this what you're trying to tell me?
How would you feel? If I was cooking for you and it took, it took 5 hours, she started at 1 and
I would
it's bacon
jump
and
out
eggs.
and dance if my man got up and cooked for me.
I cook for her.
Do you feel like he's less than a man? Are you treating him differently because he doesn't have a job?
I mean, of course, everything falls on my plate. So, of course, I'm a little, touchy or
Do you think
attitude.
he's not working hard enough to find another one?
Yes, I think he's not really working at all to find another job.
Are you?
You know I'll be looking. That's how we here.
Do you stay home to watch her?
No, that's what she think I know. I'm a homebody. I'm a Cancer. I don't go nowhere. I love home.
Got it. I know what the problem is. I'm gonna tell you. Divorce Court will be right back. Mrs. Robinson, I think you're a wonderful couple. I don't think anybody's cheating on anybody. I think you're suffering from the ravages of technology, and it's just killing you.
Yep.
And I think that what you need, if you're really serious about being married, social media should not stop you. And if my man was like, I don't like this social media, delete it. I would, because I think my marriage, that box, that union, that companionship, he's the #1 cat in my mind, in my heart, in my soul. And you say you can't get off social media? Don't allow your personal life to be dictated by the fun life of other people. Do you see what I'm saying? It just ain't that important. We grew up without Facebook. We call people on the phone connected to the wall. Hey, didn't even know who it was. We just found out when the voice came on. You can old school your love. But now what's happened to you is when you lost your job, this is why you're getting more and more fearful. When you lose a job, when a man loses his job, he loses his sense of security. You often define yourself by what you do and how much you make. And so once you do that, you start to project that on your partner about, now I'm feeling more insecure about me, so I feel more insecure about her. You need to go and get a job. You'll have less time to worry about what she's doing, and then you feel better about yourself, and you'll be able to contribute in a manner that makes you both feel okay. I'm not gonna give you a marriage license yet. 6 months, cut it out, and then get married, because you good people and you love one another. You with me?
Yes.
This matter is adjourned.
Judge Lynn seems to like you guys. So what's some of the advice that you're going to walk away with today, aside from, kind of taking a break from social media?
Listen to him and find my joy in him and see if we can do it